On a crisp autumn morning in 2027, the rolling fields of the Willow Creek Archery Estate in Northern California stretched beneath a sky sharp with promise. The air carried the scent of dew-soaked grass and pine. The estate's 100-meter range, a cathedral of precision, where the world's finest archers, Olympic hopefuls, and heirs to corporate fortunes gathered. The King's Circle, an exclusive, invite-only showcase, was the day's heart, streamed to elite sports networks across the globe. The crowd hummed with wealth, their carbon fiber bows gleaming, their whispers laced with entitlement. Only those with proven pedigrees could step to the 100-meter bullseye, a target that crowned legends and crushed pretenders. Alara Kane, 32, walked onto the viewing platform, her simple cotton dress catching the breeze. Her wooden bow, worn and unbranded, hung at her side, its scratches telling stories of relentless practice. The crowd barely noticed her at first, their eyes fixed on Victor Reed, a 2024 Olympic silver medalist whose tailored gear and family's tech fortune made him the range's darling. But as Alara stepped forward, her plain sandals scuffing the wood, the mood shifted. A group of young archers, decked in sponsored gear, smirked. "Lost your way to the costume party," one sneered, his voice sharp. A girl with a high ponytail laughed. "That bow's from a garage sale, right? She's here for a selfie with Victor." The VIPs joined in, a woman in a silk shawl muttering, "This is what happens when they sell access to anyone with a credit card." Phones rose, snapping Alara's dress, their jeers a performance for the live stream. Alara's face stayed calm, her hands steady. She pulled a golden access card from her pocket. Unlimited range access, no restrictions. The staffer, a man in a crisp Willow Creek polo, scoffed. "You're not on the list. Public range is that way." Alara handed him the card. His sneer deepened, but he waved her through, muttering, "Let her embarrass herself." The crowd's laughter grew cruel. A tech heiress, Lena Voss, sipped wine, her designer sunglasses glinting. "Who let the maid onto the King's Circle?" she called, drawing chuckles. Victor, mid-laugh, leaned into the mic. "This isn't a Renaissance fair, sweetheart." The platform buzzed with scorn, each taunt a blade aimed at Alara's quiet presence. She stepped to the line, the 100-meter target a distant speck. The crowd's mockery turned vicious as she pulled a black cloth from her pocket and tied it over her eyes. "She's making a circus of this," a sponsor in a tailored suit barked. "Miss it! Miss it!" the young archers chanted. The live stream lit up with cruel hashtags. "Blindfold blunder, archer wannabe." A coach muttered, "She'll shoot the grass and cry." Yet Alara stood unmoved, her breath steady, her bow raised. The range's hostility was a storm, but her silence was a shield. She drew her first arrow. The crowd's jeers peaked, a former champion sneering over the speakers. "This is an insult to archery." But as Alara released, the arrow flew true, striking dead center 10.0. The laughter choked. She drew again. Arrow 2, 10.0. Arrow 3, 10.0. The range fell silent, the crowd's phones lowering. Arrow 4, 10.0. Lena's wineglass trembled. Arrow 5, 10.0. Coaches leaned forward, their smugness fading. Arrow 6, 10.0. Arrow 7, 10.0. The young archers stood frozen. Arrow 8, 10.0. Arrow 9, 10.0. Alara paused, her blindfold steady, then loosed her 10th arrow. It sliced through the cluster, fletching quivering in the bullseye 10.0. The silence was deafening. Alara untied her blindfold, her gaze piercing the stunned crowd. "I trained through loss and lies," she said, her voice clear, "to show you what this sport can be." A judge, his hands shaking, stood. "That precision, it's not human." Victor's bow clattered to the ground, his face pale. "Alara Kane," he whispered. "You were banned." Whispers rippled. Alara's voice cut through. "I was forced out," she said, "because I wouldn't sign with your war-profiteering sponsors." She tapped her phone, and the range's LED screen flared to life. An email from 7 years ago appeared, sent by the coaching board. It detailed a plot to label Alara unstable PTSD from a fabricated trauma to force her retirement for refusing a defense conglomerate's deal. The crowd gasped. Alara tapped again. A video played, a 2020 qualifying round. Victor, furtive, tampered with her bow's draw weight. Moments later, Alara drew, and the string snapped, striking her left eye. Her scream echoed, raw and haunting, as she collapsed. The range's silence was a reckoning. Lena's glass shattered on the platform. A sponsor in a pinstripe suit sank into his seat, muttering, "We backed the wrong side." The young archers' phones went dark, their jeers a bitter memory. Alara spoke, her voice a quiet fire. "They didn't just erase me. They tried to erase what archery stands for. I'm here to take it back." She pulled a document from her pocket. "I've acquired majority control of Willow Creek. Effective now, military sponsorships are banned. Victor Reed is banned for life. This platform is now the Alara Kane arena where skill, not money, reigns." The crowd stirred, their arrogance crumbling. A coach, cap in hand, whispered, "You were always the standard." The live stream buzzed with Alara's name, the elite circuit humbled. Her husband's text arrived, "You shot through their lies. The sport's yours." Alara stood alone, her dress a symbol of resilience, her 10 bullseyes a verdict on their corruption. The wind carried her victory, the range reborn under her name. What would you do if you faced a room of doubters who tried to bury your truth? Would you shoot blindfolded to prove them wrong, or walk away? Should Alara forgive those who mocked her, or let their shame be their punishment? Drop a like, share with someone who's been underestimated, and comment below, would you dare to take the shot?